Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Banished, our little city builder in the 17th or 18th century. How's your Christmas preparations going? It's we're already a week into December and Christmas will be upon us before we know it. Let's get these guys working and let's see what they're up to. We built the church in the last episode. There it is. And I've forgotten how to spin it round. There we go. 3-door church with its own tower. How's that? Very nice, eh? I'm still constantly amazed at the fact that this game has been put together by one guy. It's such a pretty little game and it's so fun to play. Now we have to think about, what do we need? We need more logs, as always, but not so urgently now that we're into spring. We need more stone and we need more iron. We have the stone quarry running over here, which, how did it do last year? It produced 83 last year, it's produced 6 so far this year. We need to get more workers into that. This house is the one that we're currently building here. Look, we're waiting for 13 stone and then that one will get built. That'll help with a little bit of a push on our population. As soon as that one's built, we can release the one next to it, which is this one, which has got none of its materials except for 5 iron. So where are all our guys gathering their materials from? Well, he's coming back with timber. And these girls over here, and there's a bunch of people over here cutting. Maybe that the crops get put into the fields a bit late this year. We've got no labourers, so the builders and the farmers who are not yet working, and people like the log cutters will be the ones that are across here cutting all of this. And it must still be a little bit cold. No, it says 17 degrees. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So they should be carrying those logs back with them. They seem more intent on cutting the trees down than actually bringing the timber back. And I've no idea why they're going to the furthest part of this clearing when we've told them to get this stuff up here. Now we need to reassign that iron and stone, I think, so let's just do that. Get this iron and stone out of here, supplement the quarry and the mine. And what I'll do is I will put a priority on this central section, in fact this leading section, which has got a lot of timber and stone and iron earmarked for collection. Right, let's hope that that gets them running. Now we could run that road across further, but that would take the builders off the collecting. And I'm keeping a very careful eye on our population, which is still at 59. One of the infants has moved to be a student, but none of the students have moved to be adults as yet. So that's where a large part of our problem is. Food is not a problem. Firewood's not particularly a problem. In fact, even logs are less of a problem right now. It's the stone and the iron that are really hurting us, and we're not getting enough tools produced. He's waiting for iron. Well, only that house should be receiving iron, and it's got its complement, and we've lost our doctor. Oh dear. Who can we take off something? Can't really take anybody off anything at the moment. We need people. That's our big problem. Our herbalist. Where is our herbalist? Up here. It says we've got 3 people assigned to herbalist. Only one of them is here. She produced 10 herbs last year. Where's the other herbalist then? Across here. Got 2 people operating out of there. They're just not producing the herbs at all, are they? I wonder if it's the distance that they have to travel, which is the issue. So I take that herbalist, increase it to 2, take this herbalist, drop it to 1. These 2 should be able to get herbs into the town quicker. Because if we've got no physician, we definitely need the herbalist taking care of people. I think we're going to have to start checking the ages of these students. Ooh, and there's a 63-year-old miner. We're going to lose her shortly. 57 and 65-year-old there. We're going to lose them shortly. 67-year-old herbalist. Oh God, it's like Pensioners Row down here. This is not good. 69 and 70 there. We are going to lose a lot of people quickly. This house had better get up. 70 and 76 there. 59 and 71. That's a little bit better. 16-year-old student there. We've got a lot of very old people. Nobody's moved into that house yet. I'm just going to leave that open until we see who does. So this tells me that the priority that we need now is we're going to have to go for nomads and get them in, and there's a river trader just arrived. It's possible we can't trade with them this year, so let's just stop the clock for a moment. Let's just check what they're trading. Pecan seeds. I don't know if we have pecan seeds. Let's just see what this... No, we don't. So we do want them for variety. But we don't have the goods to trade them. We'll set them to buy every visit, but this time round we'll dismiss them, unfortunately. We really need the food variety, but we need people more than we need the food variety. And one of those students has matured to a labourer. That's good. I'm going to leave them as a labourer just now, but we've got people running out of tools. 4 people without tools. That mine's producing coal. I'm going to change them to iron. And that blacksmith is going to have to go on to iron tools. Even though we've got a good stockpile of coal, I guess I could leave them on steel tools for a little bit. Right, we've got a farmer and a child moved into that house, good. We need to get the town hall up so that we get nomads coming in, but the town hall is a lot of materials. There it is. Oops. 62 logs, 124 stone, 48 iron. Oh dear. And on the housing side we would first need the guest house, or the boarding house, 100 logs, 45 stone. I guess we could put that in first. If we can get it on that road there. We could, but we need to extend this road first. Before we put the town hall in and start attracting nomads, we need to have somewhere for them to stay. But that just, it did. So we'll put the guest house there. We'll leave that open. I'll put it on the top. It's not the most salubrious location for it, right in front of the quarry. And overall this location is not working as well for us as I had hoped it would. In fact, you know what, we could put the guest house up there. A bit near to the farms. It has, well, it's got 5 iron. No, it hasn't. It's got no materials, so let's do that. Let's cancel the building of it there. And let's put it up here. Apart from anything else, it's closer to the current extraction zone, so we'll put that there, and then put a road across the front of it like that. Oh, we can't. Okay, that means we're gonna have to cancel it. If I can get the game to move over. There we are. We're gonna have to cancel it from there. Put the road in first, and then put the guest house in. Like that. That'll do it. And if we set a bit of priority to it, I'll leave its board open so we can see how much materials are in it. Still got 4 people with no tools. How's the blacksmith doing? Well, he is making tools. That's him there, taking them down to the barn. And he put them in there just as we went to 5 people without tools. So now he's off to get his iron. Tons of coal down here. He needs to use that up before we switch the mine across to iron. Oh, it is producing iron. Okay. We're down to 2 people with no tools. That's okay. So that mine is making a difference now. And they're starting to harvest already. It's early autumn. Good God. So, how are we getting on? Right. Okay. So what has he actually got in inventory? Well, he has no venison. We can knock that up to 100. Still got people without tools, so I'm going to drop his steel tools down to 20. Release them back to the populace, because they work more efficiently with tools, obviously. Looks like we're building a decent collection of hide coats. There's 80 in there. It says there's 10 in the common pool, and there's 9 there. And autumn, mid-autumn has arrived with an early frost. Oh dear. We've got the firewood to cover it. It's not an issue. That boarding house is coming along. 64 of 100 logs. And then it's primarily stone that it's after. And are they mining this stone or not? No, they're not. So let's try and isolate the stone as a priority. How's this farm doing? What's it produced? It's not produced anything. It's still growing its herd. What about this one? It's doing okay. This one? Yeah, it's doing okay. Food's up to 5,300, which is excellent. Oh, and we're desperately needing people now. We're down to 59 people in total. You know, we may have to close the schoolhouse for a period just to put some of these children to work, because we've now got orchards as well without people. This is becoming quite desperate. Our old people are dying off, and we don't have enough young people to replace them. We are slowly building up a stock of iron, and the blacksmith's doing a sterling job building the number of tools available. Taylor's also doing quite well. He's holding his own. Nothing excessive, but he is holding his own. Stone is starting to grow a little, which is strange because that guest house is needing stone and nobody's moved it over there. Despite having lost one of the orchard farmers, the food is still holding quite high as we go into early winter. And we're still holding at 57 people. Gonna have to reduce the number of builders. Gonna reduce them down to 2. Gives us a labourer, but who do we need to replace first? We need an orchard farmer, we need a physician, and we need a woodcutter. Well, we've got one woodcutter running, so I'm guessing we can hold our own there for a little while. But we definitely need a physician, so we'll put them into there. We need to get the town's health up, especially with an aging population. We're waiting now for 16 stone for the boarding house to be built. And as soon as that's done, we can start looking for somewhere to put the town hall. In fact, I'm looking for it now, and I really don't see anywhere other than perhaps this edge of this woodland. Or we could put it across here facing the mine. The mine's got 89% remaining. It's going to be there for a while, so that's an option. How big is the town hall? Well, we could put the town hall there. And put it on hold for now. Again, a lot of stone and also a lot of iron this time round, so we need to let the iron build. And we'll need a house for him. So and if we put that house there, we're going to need to move the town hall along one. It's okay. That's wrong as well, because we need to have space for nomads to assemble when they come to join the town. So need it to be back from the road like that. That's how we do it. Yes, we'll put that on hold. Put that house on hold. We'll put that there just to remind us. Two more stone and the boarding house can start getting built. Once the boarding house is built, we can rebuild stock and then release the town hall for building. That will bring in nomads and that will let us boost the town population quite quickly. Come on, 2 more stone. That's all we're asking for. What I might do is put a priority on this stone here, just to make sure that we get that stone in as quickly as possible. As it would seem, oops, what did I do there? It would seem that we can't rely on the quarry outputting at the rate that we need, because we're short on people to work it. There we are, it's getting built now. Up at the top of the screen. Foundations are down. Now we're just waiting for the builders to actually do something with it. And our stock of metal tools is growing nicely. Now up to 48 tools, no risk of anybody being without tools for a while. Still quite a harsh winter though. That frost is holding on very late. So let's just scroll up a little so we can see activity going on up here. There is a builder there doing his best to get it built. And there we are, the frosts have gone. And we're into early spring, so let's just pause it there and review what we've done. Basically, we released this house and we've got a farmer and a child in there. This area across here is very much pensioners row, all in their high 60s and 70s, so those 4 houses are going to become vacant quite soon, I would imagine, as people die off. We also found a few up here and a couple across here that were in the same sort of age range. We're desperate for population, so what we've done is we've laid down the guest house, which will house nomads when they arrive, and now that that's being built, as soon as we've got some stone and iron in stock, we can release the town hall, which will attract the nomads, and it'll also give us a much clearer insight of a lot of statistics regarding the town. That's for the next episode, which will be on the 16th of December, the week before the Christmas weekend. I look forward to seeing you then. I'm the Gazbeard, this is Banished. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, please leave a comment. Don't just click dislike and move on. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you didn't like about it and help me to fix the videos that I prepare for you guys to watch and enjoy. I really do appreciate your feedback and any recommendations that you make. Until the next time, enjoy yourselves, have a great time. Hope Christmas brings you all that you want. And as always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just see you soon.